awrah of the woman in front of her children, her husband. No, husband, put that aside. The awrah in front of her children, her father, her brothers. And this one's very important, brothers and sisters. Very important. Especially if you're in the da'wah scene, you get very weird questions sometimes sent to your inbox, and you read these emails, you're like, ooh. And it's all sorts of questions that come about. So we have to, and these are some of those questions. Okay, brothers and sisters. So how do we protect our honor and our children's honor and protect them from? Is that in Islam, a woman should not dress promiscuously. She should not dress in some ways in front of her own brothers and siblings. Are we all together? In front of her own father. She shouldn't. Are we all together, brothers and sisters? This is important. But what is it that the woman can show? Again, the scholars, they don't have evidences to narrow that down. So it changes from places to what? To places. So how do we determine what a sister can wear in front of her maharim? We look at, the scholars say, the righteous people of that land, what do they consider? The good people, what do they consider? Good, respectful, moderate, what do they consider it? Not the evil people. Are we all together? And generally speaking, a woman can take off her hijab, her neck can show, her face can show, her legs can show, and her hands can show, maybe even her arms can show. Generally speaking, that's fine. Are we all together? That's all right. If a woman wears a long abaya, maybe shows her arms, okay? And it shows also what? Her neck, her face, her hair, and her legs. That's fine, inshallah ta'ala. And it's what? Permissible for her to wear that in front of her children. It's also fine for her to wear that in front of what? Her brothers, and etc.
Legs or feet?
Feet. Yes, jazakallah khairan. Her feet, sahih. That's general, okay? Give or take. Maybe some places they might add more to that, and some places they might take that away from. Some cultures don't believe the woman should show her hair even to her father. Some cultures, yes. So girls are always wearing hijab, even in front of the hair. She doesn't show it. Only her face and her hands and her legs are only seen by her father and her siblings. And more than that, they see that to be something else. Then that she should follow that, inshallah ta'ala. As for the awrah of a woman in front of a woman, what is it? It's just what we just mentioned right now, in front of her maharim. Okay? Again, it's just a general concept. There's no clear-cut evidence to suggest. As for the awrah of a woman in front of her husband, there's no limit to that. There's no restrictions to that. What about, is a person allowed to show their awrah if they're by themselves and nobody's with them? You're by yourself in your house. Are you allowed to just take off your clothes? No one lives with you. You're by yourself in the house. Is that permissible for you to do? The Prophet ﷺ, he said, Allah is deserving of you to be shy of Him. Are we all together? So you have to be shy and cover yourself up, even if you are what? Even if you're by yourself and nobody's what? With you.